Just as I was beginning to get ready for this recording, my gas heater decided not to function anymore. I fixed it a few days ago and it was going okay, and I got the bottle full today, 9 kilogram gas bottle, but now it's not working and winter is setting in. It's getting cold and I've got the coldest room in the house, so that's why I'm covering myself with a blanket. Plus I've walked the dog in the rain yesterday and I've got a bit of a sore throat and whatever, but I thought I would share with you how I disconnect the soul from my body, or effect a partial disconnect. It normally happens when you fall asleep, but your biochemistry, your breathing, your muscles and everything are prepared for the process. So in part you have to recreate that situation, but we want the consciousness still to run. And the consciousness is created by the soul, so that's why you are affecting a partial disconnect of the soul, so you can keep your consciousness running and be aware of the experience. Now, why do we want to disconnect the soul? Well, that is how I met the source of life. So that is what I'm going to try and get you to. Disconnecting the soul, this procedure, or whatever you want to call it, is you have to be consistent about it. If you do it every day, I would guess you should be able to do it after about 4 weeks. You should succeed in that. Unless you are an experienced meditator, then it will probably happen much quicker. But it's not an easy technique, and I can't tell you everything about it. I'll try and share as much as I possibly can. It's not sensible for me to try and do it, because in order to disconnect the soul, you have to get your body in a very relaxed state. Your breathing has to become very soft and gentle, like when you were falling asleep. Ideally it should be belly breathing. So you should relax the muscles, soft breathing. And now still your soul won't disconnect. There's no reason for it to do it. So you've got to compel it. And the way I do it is by making myself sort of angry or agitated. While I'm doing the focusing exercise, which I'm going to tell you in a moment, while I'm focusing on a specific spot in the brain, you have to convince your soul to exit. And the way I do that is by getting myself sort of 70% angry or agitated or urgent. You want to get out. Now, the soul is part of the universal consciousness. It connects you with the world. It brings consciousness experiences to you. But the soul is directed by the spirit. You are actually a spiritual being, and you create the intentions. And then the body tries to implement what the spirit has decided to do. So you sort of, you've got to get a harmony between the two going. I'm digressing now, but anyway. So what you're going to do is you're going to try and focus on the front of the brain. Let's see if I can sort of explain that. Let's say this is the back of the head. This part here is the back of the head. This is the brain stem coming into the skull. This is the front of the brain. The soft tissue, where the thoughts are processed and information is stored, is sitting on top of it. It's sort of sitting like a mushroom on top of it. And where you want to try and focus is on the front of the brain. Now, this spot is quite level with the ears. Don't worry too much if you've got the exact spot. Follow your intuition, but you've got to make it real. Don't make this a mental visualization exercise. You've got to be as real as possible about this. That is, be aware that you are focusing inside of the skull. It's a little bit below the eyes. It's not in the eyes level, it's below it, and it's of course behind it. The eyes are in front, and the eyes are in front, and the brain is behind it. And the front of the brain is about at this level. You can, if you want to, you can push your tongue in the up, and when you're at the top, you can imagine a point about an inch and a half diagonally upwards, and that is more or less the spot where you want to focus. It's going to take you quite a few sessions to get that right, just to get you focused, but you'll know when you are in the right spot, when your focus comes together. But so you've got to be relaxed, your breathing's got to be soft and gentle, but now you've got to compel the soul to exit that point where you are focusing. So you get yourself angry. Now, if you've been working your life centers, you gain control over them. You should be able to do that, to get yourself in a state of being, this is important, I have to get out of here. You can hop quickly through the life centers just to let your system know, I want the whole of everything to exit at this point. So that is in short what you're going to do. Now, when I started this meditation initially, the system doesn't know what you want, and it threw all sort of imagery and experiences at me. So some of them, like these Jews that stand at the Wailing Wall. I got the feeling I'm standing right in front of a wall and I can't get through it. So it's imagery and experiences that your system is, your brain is throwing up at you, because it's trying to comply with what you want to do or what you want from it. There was one particular one that was actually very useful. What I experienced is like a vacuum cleaner sucking up everything out of the body and bring it into this point, and that's exactly what you want. But don't worry about that. Just keep your focus here. Get yourself in an angry state and tell yourself you want to get out. You can run the verbal brain. There's no problem with that. That doesn't interfere with the process. You can chat yourself up. So you can keep that chatter and talk to yourself and say, I want to get out, or where is the door? I need to get out. Make it an urgent process. But during this, you've got to relax and keep your breathing. So you're creating a very unnatural state. It's not natural, it doesn't happen, but that's the only way I can get the soul to exit the body. You're most likely going to experience the electric shock. What is happening is at some stage you'll succeed at it, and the soul will exit the body, or part of the soul. You can bring more soul into your body, depending on what activities, how good your focus is, how urgent this is. So more and less soul is a concept. So anyway, so the soul exits, and all of a sudden the body realizes this is a very strange, this is not normal, and it will set off alarm bells by activating the life centers, and the soul will snap back into the body, and you'll experience an electric shock, because it snaps back quickly and you'll jerk. Sometimes that happens when you fall asleep. As you transition, your consciousness is still running, and you get that jerky effect. So that will happen, but eventually it will go away, because you'll know how to do it in a gentle way, and it will become familiar to you, and you'll be able to do it quicker and quicker. You'll be able to do it in seconds eventually. It will take 10 seconds, 10-15 seconds, and you'll be able to exit if you practice it. You'll also know that you are in a different state once the soul enters. Everything will become extremely quiet. It's like it's an endless lake, and there's no waves on it. It's just going on, and everything will become extremely quiet and peaceful. Now, when I exit this state, when I come back and I'm done with my session meeting, or sitting next to the source of life, and coming back, and I want to return to normal, I found that several parts of my body I've disconnected from. I think it starts in the hands. It goes in the hands, comes up the arms. So you disconnect in the hands, disconnect in the arms, disconnect in the face, disconnect in the eyes, and I think the last one is the tongue. So that is how far I've got. So when I come back, I can't move any of those. So what I do is I would start to make micro movements. Usually I like to play with my face muscles. I try to jerk them. So just give it some time. I also have to jerk my my muscles. Try and jerk them gently, gently to wake the body up, to bring the soul back into the body. So I'm sure I've missed some points, and there's things I wanted to say which I can't remember now. If I remember anything else while I'm editing the video, I'll put it in the description. Or I don't think I've left out anything important. Okay, that's about it about that topic. Another thing I thought of sharing is I found a way of bringing the vibration into the solar plexus region, the sound vibration. When you are working the life centers, it helps tremendously if you can bring the vibration into that specific life center. And what I've found is I actually sleep on this carpet. So let's should I demonstrate it? I don't know. I'm not sure I should demonstrate it. Let's see if I can do that. I have to go the other way. Down. It's locked now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna succeed at this. Let's see. You can lie. You can lie on a cushion, or you support your back up, bring the knees up, and when you hum, then you'll find that the vibration is about in the solar plexus at the front here. So so these are my knees, and I've pulled them up. My feet are flat on the floor, and when you hum now, you'll find that the vibration is in the solar plexus region. And with a little bit of concentration, you can actually then shift it into the spine, into the front of the spine. Once you've succeeded in doing it like that, it will be much easier to do it in a normal position, to bring the vibration to it in the normal one, because then you know how to do it actually. So I think that's more or less what I wanted to say. I hope I haven't left anything out about disconnection. work your life centers. If you want to go this, if you want to meet the source of life and deepen your meditation experience, you can start practicing now to disconnect the soul. But okay, all right, there's one more thing what I wanted to suggest. It's a video that I'll link in from Sadhguru. He's very formal or rigid. It's not necessary to do that. It is your attitude that's important. So I'll link the video in. Basically, he talks about the Akash. As I said, I met a female entity that gave me Akashic readings twice. But anyhow, I use what he is talking about to actually be grateful to the source of life. So you just say thank you to the source of life. You stretch your arms out, palms upwards, look up, and you can do it mentally. Say thank you forward and bow forward, and be respectful for the source of life bringing life into your body, being grateful for it. This simple practice will change your life, your attitude, and it's going to make it much easier for you to approach this being. As I said, it's an extremely powerful being. It's very scary, and by doing this practice, it's going to be easier for you to enter into his presence. So I'll link the video in. It's also on my playlist, Tree of Life playlist. I'll put it there if it's not there yet. So I think that's all for now.